Hello, welcome to the channel, welcome to this week's update. Not too much to talk about this week because, yeah, I'm a bit behind in the editing. Really busy week in work this week and I've been absolutely shattered. I actually slept 10 hours last night and, yeah, I just haven't had the energy really to do any editing. So the Dora Wings Norseman is still in the can. I've downloaded all the footage, I just need to edit it together. Don't know if I'm going to do a one-parter or a two-parter. I suspect two-parter, but we shall see. Yeah, expect that when I get round to it. Sorry about that. But it is coming, don't worry. The project update, though. This has been flying along now. This is the Edward Tempest in 48 scale. I do have the Mustang to finish off. That's nearly built in 72nd scale, the other Edward one. But I just wanted something a little bit bigger because I've done quite a bit of 72nd lately. And yeah, cockpit is all done. I used HGW's 148, obviously 148 scale, seat harness for this one. And it took all morning to do. Now, they look fabulous when they're done, but boy, is it painful experience. If you use super glue, you've got to be so careful because the straps are actually this sort of fabric type material and the super glue will soak through and then actually stick to the tweezers, and then when you put it away it just breaks the canvas bit, which is really frustrating. Then if you go down the white glue route, it takes ages to dry. So yeah, a real challenge. 32nd scale, I think much easier. 48th though, crikey, these were fiddly, they really were. But yeah, they look fabulous now they're in there. A little bit of extra detail in there from the Edward Space Set. 3D printed instrument panel, that looks really nice. Quite a few levers and other bits and bobs to dress things up. I didn't add any extra wiring. But yeah, I didn't think it needed it, frankly. It's really nice straight from the box. One thing I did do is the Tempest didn't have a solid floor, but Edward kind of make a solid floor and ask you to paint it green. And I did that on my last one that I did years ago. Well, when it first came out, I was in the queue at Telford to get one. I was that excited. What I've done on this one is the foot plates are metal. And the whole floor kind of around it I've painted a matte black. There's a bit of sort of green structure in the middle supporting rudder pedals and the control column, but it really adds to that sort of depth and hollow effect that you get with the resin. I don't think you need a resin like Brassin for this one. I really don't. The radiator in the front, that's Barracuda Studios. That is just the resin front bit and the sort of ring thing around the front. That's really nice. And it all fits in lovely. The wings I've literally just glued just now. What I'm going to do, I was going to put the filler on the flaps because if you don't know, the join line goes through the flap. So you're going to have to fill that, sand it, restore all the detail. And the guns, but I'm probably going to wait till tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to have a little bit of a break now. Watch a movie. I suspect. So yeah, and I've just done a test fit of the wings to fuselage, and it goes together lovely. One thing I did want to show you is I have glued a nut on the bulkhead. Here's a bolt. So I can put the bolt through, do it up, and I've got a painting handle like that. So hopefully that's going to work really well. Yeah, quite a cool, neat idea, I think, even if I do say so myself. That is the state of construction. I'm hoping to get that. I'm actually going out tomorrow, day trip to Gassim. Up the road, so I'm not sure whether I'll get to do much modelling tomorrow, but I'm hoping to have this built before next weekend, and then I can really smash on through and paint it next weekend. I'm hoping that's the plan. The little bit of exciting news, I suppose, is the Arma Hobby K43. I submitted that to Scale Aircraft Modelling. Sam, Gary, the editor, said, I'm going to put it in July's issue. Can you write the article? So that's what I've been doing over the last couple of days, is writing that just to smash that out, because he needed that lickety split. So you can expect the Arma Hobby K43 article in July's issue of Sam, which is really quite exciting. Right, that's it for sort of my modelling. I will say, just on the channel, thank you so much for the feedback that I've had for Arma April. Seems to have gone down really, really well. Loads of you really liked it. Lots of suggestions for the next theme, which I am going to do, but I don't know when. I've got I've got quite a few projects to do in the meantime before I can settle down and actually do something. I know what I want to do. I want to do Airfix, and but that won't be later in the year, because I've got a few big projects to do first. So that's going to be the next sort of theme. Maybe I could call it Airfix Autumn, because some of the ones I'm going to do are not sort of really quick like some of the Arma Hobby kits were, more involved projects. And what I want to do is get a few in the can first, and then I'll start, and then I'll do the last one as I go along. A bit like I did with Arma Hobby. I don't know whether it's going to be Arma Autumn. Airfix Autumn. Apologies. It just depends how far through some of the models I get. Because I've got some big projects. I want to do the Laminar Flow Design Spitfire 14 conversion in 32nd. I've got a 32nd scale F18 to do for my mate Dalla, who's leaving. So I've got a deadline on that one. I need to get that one done. And I really want to do the ICM I-153 in 32nd. I want to do that one. But I also want to do the Defiant, the Airscale Defiant, which is almost ready. So that's a neat little segue into the news. So I might as well start off there. So Peter at Airscale put up some pictures of the clear parts which he's had injection molded. Yeah, they look really quite nice, and he is saying then it's not going to be long now. So I'm assuming he's getting together all the other bits and bobs, you know, like instructions and decals and the actual box instructions, all that kind of stuff, collating all that together, and then he can actually launch the kit. I'm really hoping that I can get mine before I fly back out here, so I can review that and bring that to you. Not sure whether the order I'm going to do things in, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, really exciting to get my hands on that. If not, next time I'm back home is in September, and it will definitely be ready by then, so I'll bring it back with me after that. Right, that's that. Right, there were two other things to mention, and I was going to write them down. I went, no, it's obvious. It'll be easy. Let's start then with Clear Props Lag 3. They've released some pictures of their built-up test shot. That looks really, really nice. I really want to get that one. I do have quite a few Clear Prop kits in the stash that I really, really want to do. There's just no time, is there? It's just a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, that's looking really, really nice. No idea when that's coming out. I was going to say hopefully not soon, because I've got lots to do in the meantime, but I really want to get my hands on it and I really want to build it. So yeah, oh, crikey, who knows? There's so many cool things coming out, and all my other kits in the stash keep getting punted down the road. It's a nice problem to have, isn't it? Yeah, no idea we're going to see that, but that looks really, really nice. I built a couple of Clear Prop kits. I've got a real soft spot for them. you know, not least because they're in Ukraine and obviously all that nicky nacky new that's going on over there at the moment. And I just think they're a lovely little company that are doing fabulous things, beautiful kits, absolutely beautiful, under some really trying circumstances. So really looking forward to seeing that one come out. And the last one, and I deliberately saved this to last, is Redpill have shown some frames or sprues. I'm assuming it's the test shot, but it might be the production, I don't know, of their 32nd scale F4 Phantom. Now, I put, I shared their post on Facebook, and it really didn't kick off some kind of discussion because they've priced it at €340. Crikey. Now, the comment I made was, well, it had better be sort of Tamiya quality for that price. And when I said that, I kind of meant now quality. So we all know how unbelievably amazing the 48 scale F4 was from Tamiya. And if I'm going to pay €340 for a kit like that, it would have to be modern, new Tamiya quality to justify the price. Because otherwise, what I'll do is they don't do a B version, but I'll get one of their really old kits, which are lovely still, throw some aftermarket at it, and have arguably just as good a quality model sat on my shelf for probably half the price. Really see lots of people saying, well, I wouldn't buy it at that price. I suspect a lot of people saying that wouldn't have got it anyway, even if it was half the price. But even so, that's a bit steep, isn't it? Now, all right, the Border Models Lancaster was, I think I paid about just under £500 for mine with my discount. And I don't mind, for me, I don't mind paying that price for that model. Okay, there's still issues with it because it was rushed out, and we all know the story behind it. I'm not going to go over that again. But €340 for a 32nd scale mainstream F4 Phantom, albeit by a new company, I think it's pushing it a bit. But they've obviously done their maths. They've worked out that sort of cost versus sales type thing and their margin. And I'll just say good luck to them. I really hope it does well for them, because that can only encourage them to make more. You look at the breakdown. There's clearly other versions coming, separate noses and all that kind of tail fins and all that kind of blah. And definitely an E coming, judging by what it says. So yeah, crumbs though, €340. Having said that, the Airscale Defiant is up there, about £300, circa, roughly. But that is, very much limited edition by Peter at Airscale. He's a one-man band, a very small company. And that, I think, Peter's obviously looked at the hours he's put into that project, designing it, printing it, tweaking it, reprinting it, huge process. Clearly he's outsourced the injection molding canopies. There's a cost associated with that. There's a cost associated with the packaging, and he's just not going to have the volume. So it is very much a limited edition. But fair play to him, and I am prepared to pay for that. Wouldn't that be amazing if I could get that as a review sample? But I haven't even asked, because I don't think I should ask. He's only doing it, whatever it was, a production run of 100 or something like that, and I'm sure he'll do more if it, sells out in the first 10 minutes. I have reserved one. He's allowed me, I know Peter from a long time ago, and yeah, he very kindly said he could reserve me one, but there was no way in this world I was going to ask for a review sample, because why should I? And why should he give me one? You know, the demand is clearly there, and he's going to sell all of them very easily. And yeah, and I want to support him as a one-man band manufacturer, and for everything he does for the hobby. So yeah, I'm not going to ask for one. Anyway, there we are. That's that. A little bit of a chat to finish off with about prices of kits. Wow. Yeah, but expensive kits. Niche kits, if you like. Right, there we are. I'll leave it there. Right, I'm going to go and edit this up, throw it up, and then go and watch a film and enjoy my day out in Gazeem tomorrow, and then hopefully get some bench time soon. And I will edit the Dora Wings Norseman and get that out to you in due course. Right, I'll leave it there. Thanks very much. Like, subscribe, YouTube, blah, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye-bye.